Hello everyone, welcome to Sam Livecast. It's gonna be a most delicious day today.
Woo.
Thank you, Max. Woo! Except you don't like what we're making. You don't eat shrimp, do you?
Are you just joking?
I am so messing with you.
It's not funny anymore. Stop. I'm over it.
Okay, here's what we're doing. We're gonna butter poach shrimp. No, just wait. Just take that in for 1 second. Butter poached shrimp. What do we usually do with shrimp? Stir fry.
Yeah.
Shove a stick up and throw them on the grill outside, on the Evo, flat top, somewhere, blah, blah, blah. All delicious. Microwave them. No, we've never microwaved them. That would be ridiculous.
Well, we microwave crab.
Well, that's true, but that's completely different. Don't make me look stupid right now. Butter poaching. We have poached shrimp before. This is merely in butter, simply in butter. And what this does to the flavor in a so gentle, delicious way is ridiculous. And wait, to kick it up even more, well, I got two things I have to do. What do I do first? Just let me do this. Let me just start with the shrimp. And then I can get the poaching and the whole thing happening. Ah, no, I'm starting with the butter, sorry. Okay, here's what we do. It's important that you add about 1/4 inch of water to your pot. And that's it. If you don't have water when you put in an ass load of butter, the butter will break, and that means that the fats will separate the solids and there'll be a mess, and you're not going to want to do that. I'm using 2 sticks of butter. Finlandia butter. Full disclosure, Finlandia people came to me and they said, we like your style. We'd like you to do some recipe, fun stuff, some development, that kind of stuff for us. And I said, I think I can do that. I'll tell you why I said that. This stuff is amazing. You're going to think I'm just saying that. I'm not just saying that. We talk all the time about how important single ingredients are to things. If every little piece you use is amazing, you're going to have even better outcome of a finished dish. If you're only using 2, 3, or 4 ingredients, they should all be important ingredients. Don't let butter, which in this case is literally one of only 2 ingredients in the main part of this dish, don't let the butter be the downfall. Look at these shrimp I'm using. Catalina Offshore U10s. That means there's 10 or less of these in a pound. And that's why they're huge. Imagine poaching these in a substandard inferior butter. I don't want to poach it in a buddy. I want to poach it in good butter. Not a substandard one, a really good one. Finlandia answers that question for me. So, enough of that. We're going to put this guy in. Hello. Let me get this. And I'm going to do a bunch of these shrimp because I can, because there's a bunch of people behind the camera that might want to taste one of these things. And if I don't make enough for everybody, people get pissed off. And then we go all the way over to Sam's house. Can you put the camera up on me? If I'm going to complain, I want to complain to the camera. People would be like, go all the way over to Sam's house, and all the time I hear the food's so good, and everybody's having fun. They're eating behind the camera. It's a fantastic day. And I get there, what'd I get? Nothing. Not one stinking shrimp did he make for me. I'm not going to let that happen today. Okay, so this is starting to melt. It has to be all completely melted. But while that's happening, do you remember a while back we made, what's this called, Max?
Cornmeal?
Polenta. Good job. Yeah. We made polenta. We're going to do it again because we're going to give this a little bed to live on. 1/4 cup of polenta, cornmeal. 1 cup of water. Pinch of salt. We mix. We cover with saran. Come on. Saran. Somebody's got to invent a better one of these. That's what somebody has to do. Oh, it worked. Doesn't always work. There you go. Did I poke it last time?
I can't remember.
2 little pokes. There we go. Okay. 8 minutes. 7, 8. Okay. This is really fast. In about the time that the polenta takes to cook in there, the shrimp are going to poach in here. So here, come back to this. I never actually got around to this. This is what a shrimp looks like. Head's been removed, but this is how the guy lives in the water. Those are the feet. Swims like this. Right? He goes like that. You get that visual? So here's what we have to do. When you buy shrimp in like a supermarket frozen in that bag, a giant clump, they're going to be peeled and deveined often. Meaning none of this is on here. They're already deveined. They're ready to cook. That's not the case when you buy these big, beautiful ones from Tommy at Catalina. So we're going to do it ourselves. It's really easy. You take the scissors, little pair of scissors, and I just go right up the back of the shell. I'm going to go right until I come to the tail, which should be obvious. Tail, right? And then I just want to peel off the shell. You see how this works? See, and then the little feet come off with it. I feel bad saying feet, but it is what it is. But wait a second, is it feet?
Flippers?
Flippers. Maybe it's flippers. I don't know. So you peel the shell off. I like to take the shell all the way back right to the tail. Leave the tail intact, but take the shell off. Now here's what you've got. But now you've got this little intestinal tract back here. Ugh, it's gross. You got to get that out. Look, this is food, ladies and gentlemen. Food 101. If you're going to eat well and if you're going to get amazing shrimp, you got to learn how to do this. I'm not asking you to go kill a cow and cut up your own steaks. You're taking that little gross little shoot out of the back of the shrimp. That's it. It's simple. Okay? You clean it out. There you go. You get that little thing out, all cleaned out. See, nice. That's it. There's your shrimp. And the tail is still intact. So when I serve these to the people behind the camera, they're not going to be like, oh, how am I supposed to pick this up? Could have left the tail on. Did you leave the tail on? I heard that when Susan Walkerson was here a couple weeks ago, she got the tail on the shrimp. I didn't get the tail on the shrimp. Come, look. Almost melted. You want it completely melted, right? I'm only going to put one thing in. Look, you can add all sorts of aromatics, anything you want. You could add rosemary to this if you wanted, but I wanted just to show the simplicity of what just the butter, bing, a few peppercorns, and a little bit of salt will do. So it's starting to boil. I don't really need it boiling, but here's what I do need to do. Now I need to take my shrimp and put them in. Now watch, it's not going to take very long. Just lay those boys in there, or boys and girls, whatever they are. I don't know what they are. I don't know how to tell the difference between a male and a female shrimp. Is there a difference, Max?
I don't know.
There has to be.
I don't know. They can be.
How could they?
They could be sexless.
How would they make more of themselves?
I think,
how does that work? You
well,
went to college. I didn't really. Please answer.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
We paid all that money and you can't answer whether or not shrimp are male or female or both? I know who I could call. Tommy. I should call Tommy. I'm gonna call him. Hang on a sec. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this down. But you look what's happening already. I'm gonna show you. This guy, you see the pink? The orangey color? These guys are already starting to cook. They're poaching beautifully. I don't want to boil them. At the very least, the little tiny simmer in here is gonna be okay. Nobody move. 5 minutes, 4 minutes left there. Do you know where my phone is? Did you take my phone away?
No.
I got it. Hold on. Let me just see if Tommy can answer this question for me. Hold on. Recent calls. It's exciting television.
Good
isn't it?
radio, yeah.
Would you say?
Good radio.
That's great radio. Gee, I hope he doesn't answer swearing. Okay, I got you on the speaker. I'm shooting a live cast and I have a question so people can hear you. You ready?
Yes, sir. Fire away.
How do you tell the difference between a boy and a girl shrimp? It's not a joke. It's an actual question. Or are they sexless?
That's a 20 $20 word. I'd have to look that one up, that last one.
What's the, okay, you got 30 seconds. Because I'm already boring myself with this. I've been doing this for 5 minutes.
It's the feathers underneath the body that allow you to tell the difference between the male and female. The larger feathers are the females because they hold the eggs.
Huh, that's pretty interesting.
There you go.
I can't tell what I'm looking at. These all look pretty big to me, but...
But these ones look bigger than
Oh,
those
they
ones.
do, that's right. That's what oh yeah. I think that's a girl and that's a boy. Tommy, you're a genius. Tommy, that's why these shrimp came from you.
No, I'm not a genius. I'm just a fish guy, bro.
You're just a fish guy. Tommy from Catalina Offshore, I love you, man. Thanks for answering the phone and the question.
There you go.
See
Have
you.
a good day.
Thanks, baby. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's why you know who your fishmonger is. It's that simple. Let's look at our shrimp. Look it. And if you could smell what I'm smelling right here. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Those literally another like minute and a half. They're gonna be perfect. Let's check out what's going on over here. I said, what did I say? Minute and a half over there, minute 23. Couldn't work out any better if I tried. Look what we're learning today. We've learned about shrimp. We understand the importance of amazing butter. Oh boy. And we're poaching shrimp. I'm just trying to kill a minute of time right here. I gotta think of what I have to do when this comes out. Let me get a plate. I can get a plate. Max always has to look behind the camera like he's bored of what was going on here, but what is it, like 15 minutes the whole time you have to watch us. And you're learning. This is important that you learn these things. Parsley, shit, I knew there was something. Sorry. That's fine. Sorry, or as we say in Canada, sorry. All right, big ass knife, here we go. Sorry, I lied. The butter poached shrimp will have 3 ingredients now. The Finlandia butter, the shrimp, and some parsley. So sue me. Yikes, that's really hot. Oh man. All right, there we go. Always comes right down to the end when I feel like I gotta rush. Remember we did this last time, I think. They make these things called knives that I could actually use. There we go, okay. Mix this. Wow, and now it needs butter. Remember? Sorry. Turns out I've got a little Finlandia butter here that I can use. Wow, I kind of jacked this up this time. I don't know why, it was perfect. Remember the last time we made this?
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Can't forget about our beautiful shrimp.
Yeah, I really jacked up this. I don't know what happened. I think I shouldn't have poked. I poked when I shouldn't have.
Wow.
What did I say we're making? Butter poached shrimp. That's it. And look at these guys. Oh Lord. Do you have any idea how good these guys are going to be? Oh, smokes. Holy smokes. Oops, sorry, Max. Just like that. Do this. A little bit of salt. That's why you leave the tail. That's why you leave the tail, so you got a little handle. Amazing.
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay. These U10 shrimp, poached in butter, these are eating like little lobsters. Oh my God. All right. 3 ingredients. Finlandia butter, the U10 shrimp. Well, that's 2. What's the third one?
Parsley.
Oh, parsley. Thank you. You don't really count salt, and you don't count the peppercorns that go in there. Parsley you barely count. That's why it's important to use single ingredients that are all really good, because one thing adds to the next. Here's what I've been saying. You wouldn't buy a Ferrari and put crappy tires on it, would you? Well, don't make a dish and then fall down on your butter or fall down on crappy cheese. Don't. So I use Japanese mayonnaise because it's an amazing ingredient. And it elevates everything else. A good butter elevates everything else. A good cheese elevates everything else. It's that simple. All right, thanks for hanging out with us. I do not know what the hell happened to that polenta. But I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to talk to my staff and see what they did. Somebody messed me up around here. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you again. Oh my God, these are so good. Now available at select Costco's and other fine retailers.